Allow me to hold you a little bit. We want to cross over to Timothy Otieno, our reporter, who's at Nyayo National Stadium for a phone link, and I understand there is disquiet there. Timothy, what is going on so far?
Well, Michael, there has been a bone of contention surrounding the election results announced for Langata constituency. Just a few minutes ago, the presiding officer, yes, for that constituency has been roughed up by some of the members supporting aspirants within that constituency. Now, the issue is, Langata constituency, the returning officer for that constituency has declared Alex Otieno as the winner for the ODM ticket for Langata constituency. Now, apparently, the other aspirants vying for this particular seat are not pleased with that announcement, insisting that that was a premature announcement that was made before elections, before the results for a particular ward in high-rise estate was announced. So basically, they have brought their complaint here at the Nyayo National Stadium, where the returning officer was handing over his official results from the constituency, and they have simply disputed that. Now, the issue is the returning officer has been faulted for going ahead and issuing an interim certificate to Alex Otieno as the winner for the ODM ticket in Langata constituency without the results for high-rise ward having been counted, tallied, and officially announced. Now, that issue has brought a bit of a scuffle here at the Nyayo National Stadium. The returning officer has been roughed up, but the security apparatus here have since handled the situation, and a sense of calm has returned. But the issue has been, there have been areas in Langata constituency earlier on in that particular ward in high-rise, there was tension that even crowds apparently were dispersed by tear gas canisters earlier on in the morning over the disputes of that particular ward in high-rise estate in Langata constituency. So that has brought an issue here, and initially the county presiding officer was urging the aspirants within that constituency to register their complaints with the party through the complaints tribunal. But of course, the aspirants would hear none of that, insisting that that issue had to be raised at this level because it had been raised at the high-rise ward and nothing really had been done in that particular area. Aside from that, Michael, there's also been an issue in Westlands constituency, where apparently there was some unrest in Kangemi ward, and the returning officer who was presiding over that particular constituency did make his way here at the Nyayo National Stadium, but he came with results minus two wards, Kangemi ward and Mountain View ward. Those results he could not really pinpoint where those results were. So upon being probed as to why he has not gotten the results for the entire constituency, he did mention that one of the presiding officers may have gone with the results of Kangemi ward and Mountain View ward at home. Allegedly, this presiding officer had blood pressure issues and requested to go back home to get medical treatment and get some rest. So in that perhaps confusion, he says that presiding officer may have gone with the results for those two wards back to her house. So Westland constituency has issues, Langata constituency has issues. Right now where I am, I'm seeing a bit of some scuffles still ongoing inside here at the Nyayo National Stadium regarding these two particular constituencies, but the hotly contested Langata constituency has really brought a lot of issues here at the Nyayo National Stadium, Michael.
All right, Timothy, and we are hoping that you stay safe. But you had mentioned earlier we already had Starehe, Roysambu, Dagoretti, and now we have Langata, which is the one that has a bone of contention. Any other constituencies that possibly have handed in their results tallies?
Yes, aside from Starehe, Roysambu, and Dagoretti South, we have since gotten results from Kamkunji constituency. Now, in Kamkunji constituency, for the women representative seat, Esther Pasaris has won that particular constituency. She has garnered 2,418 votes. Her closest competitor, Ralma Malim, garnered 594 votes in Kamkunji constituency. For the parliamentary post, the member of the National Assembly, two aspirants were gunning for the ODM ticket within that particular constituency. The overall winner has been declared to be Abdul Karid Mahmoud Omar, who managed 2,000 2,782 votes against his competitor Abdulaziz Hisri, who managed 1,431 votes. For Kamkunji constituency, therefore, Esther Passaris has emerged top with the 2,418 votes. For the parliamentary, the person who's going to be carrying the ODM ticket heading into that August 8th general elections for Kamkunji constituency will be Abdul Karid Mahmoud Omar, who garnered 2,782 votes. So far, about 6 constituencies results have come into here at the National Stadium. 2 of them still contested, Langata and Westlands, as we wait for the other constituencies, Michael.
All right, so before we let you go, so far from the vote tallying that has been done, it looks like for women rep, we have Esther Passaris still leading.
Well, Michael, preliminary, I have to say, at the moment, the provisional results indeed show that Esther Passaris is not only leading, but clearly running away with it. She's leading by very, very huge margins. So we can perhaps at the moment predict that by the end of the day, it will be a done deal for Esther Passaris. She could possibly become the flag bearer for the woman representative seat for the ODM party and collectively for NASA. And she is most likely going to be facing, aside from if there may be other independent candidates, she could